Welcome to the Quick Bytes live stream with your tech integration specialist, Scott Conway. Welcome and thank you for joining me. In this episode, I'll be demonstrating how to quickly and easily change and even create a custom view in Google Calendar. Unfortunately, I'm unable to accommodate live questions in this episode, but please feel free to contact me via the email address on my YouTube profile. If you haven't done so already, please click subscribe below so you don't miss any of my episodes. Okay, we're going to switch over to Google Calendar, and I think most often the default view in Google Calendar is the month view, and don't hold me to it, but I believe that is, and I can't really recall because I haven't had it set this way in a long time, but my guess is a lot of you will have the month view as the default. It's possible that you have day view, but in any event, right now you're looking at the month view, and there are a couple different pre-canned, I'll say, options for your calendar view in Google Calendar. And the way to switch this is quite easily. It's in the upper right-hand corner. You'll see right in here it says month, so the month view is currently displayed. Then you can also switch to day view. And you'll notice out to the right here, there is a hotkey command, so you can switch quickly with one keystroke. So if you're up here, and I'll just click off of something, I don't want to be clicked on the day, but I'll hit the D key, and it'll switch to the day view. I hit W, and it switches to the week view. I hit M, and it switches back to month view. So if you're working in Google Calendar and you want to quickly see a different view, you've got those hotkey commands. And if you're not good with hotkeys, that's okay. I kind of am with some and not others. Oftentimes I don't remember them, but they are listed here for you if you want to. Otherwise, just come right up and click day, and you'll see this will switch to a day view with your times going down the left-hand side, and obviously your events blocked off throughout that day. You do also have the default or system view called week, in which case your days will be viewed across the top, your hours will be along the left-hand rows going down, and your events throughout the day obviously blocked off for the day by the time. Moving further down, you have that month view, which I started and showed you. And obviously, this can get clustered and cluttered with the more events that you have on those days, and obviously the more calendars that you have set up. So you also can do a view of a year long so that you can quickly jump. Now, obviously, you see that there are no events listed here. As you can imagine, that would probably be just one big blob of color. But this allows you to kind of quickly just jump to a date without having to use the preview month in the upper left-hand corner, scrolling left and right. Like if I want to jump all the way back to January or some other month that's way out, this would probably be the best way to do that. And then you have the schedule view right below that. And this will show you kind of in not a block schedule. I'll say block schedule because this is very similar to your day view, but in the sense that it doesn't show you these blocks of color going all across for one day. Your schedule view is actually day after day. You can see here's today view, and it's just these kind of, I'll say it's a condensed version, right? It's a compact version of what the day calendar is similar to. Obviously, this shows you more than one day at a time because you can see November 8th, 9th, and 10th kind of previewing there at the bottom. But it's a condensed, clean view of just the items that are on your calendar. So you don't see any of the blank space for that day. You literally see a condensed view of just what you have going on that day. So the schedule view is really nice. I actually use this view on my mobile device. I like this one the best because this shows me exactly what I have to do coming up without that extra space in between. It's really nice and condensed. So that's your schedule view. And then you have one more option, and you can see mine is set right now to 2 weeks, but this is what's called the custom view. I have it set to 2 weeks. I like to see this week and I like to see next week. I like to see kind of 1 week ahead of where I'm going. And it's quite easy to see that and kind of keep it controlled. You do have some flexibility over this custom view. You can see the hotkey command is X. Regardless of what you set this to, the hotkey command is X. Okay, so if we want to switch this from 2 weeks, we'll go show you how you can do that. You're going to go and click on the gear icon in the upper left-hand corner here, right next to the calendar view switcher. You're going to click Settings. And then you're going to go down to View Options under General. And in here, you'll see that it's right here, Set Custom View, and I have it set to 2 weeks. There are a prescribed set of options, so it's not infinite, but I can go from 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, which is the week view, to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and 4 weeks, 4 weeks being the month view. But let's take a look at this 7-day and just see if it looks any different than the week view. So here is the normal week view, and then here is the custom 7-day view. So it looks a little bit different, and the reason is I believe my week view includes Sunday and Saturday, but my 7-day is, nope, it's still including it. It just does it. You see the difference there? So the week view is your normal week, your bookended Sunday to Saturday, and your work week in between. Your 7-day custom view is from the current day, 7 days moving forward. You see the difference there? So let's go right back into the settings, and we will go down to View Options. Again, here's how we set our custom view. Let's take a look and see what it looks like from the month view to the 4-week view. So there's your 4-week view, and there's your month view. Now again, this is the month is the actual calendar month. So you've got November 1st through the end, and you get a little bit of spillover into October and December. But when we switch to the 4-week view, again, like the 7-day view, it's going to start with the 8th, or this week. So we clip off the first week of November here, and we move forward right from this point. So that is the difference between your month view and your 4-week view. I'm going to go back into settings, go down to View Options, and I just want to show you what the 3-week view looks like, because you already saw the 2-week. That was my preference. Here is your 3-week view. It's similar to the month view, but just slightly condensed in that it chops off 1 extra week, gives you a little bit more space, right? A little bit more real estate to see some of your calendar events. You know, the month view, obviously you throw in another full week and it would condense it, it would squish it into a little bit more compact, and you would view fewer calendar events. So I'm going to go back again. I prefer, but this is purely up to you. I prefer the 2-week view. And I believe I've said that I like to see at a glance kind of what's going on this week. And you can see the amount of real estate I gained, right? From dropping that 3rd week now down to 2, I get extra space. And if I do have a lot of events going on, either just personally or across my district or organization, you can see that obviously it increases the amount of real estate, and I can see more events. This gives me this week and a glance at next week, so I can kind of see what's coming up. So that is just a quick demonstration of how to change your calendar view, and also how to kind of create a custom view. Now, it's, again, not an infinite number of choices. You do have some pre-canned choices, but you can kind of switch between those options to best suit your needs. I'd like to thank you for joining me on this episode.